Hello. Right, so today I am going to be talking about supplements, and in particular, I'm talking about supplements, taking supplements when you are have a disease or you're living with a chronic illness. Because a lot of the times, supplements are recommended for lots of different diseases, and so that's what I'm going to be talking about today. So, like I've said, I'm talking about supplements. I'm talking about it mainly to do with chronic illnesses, but just in general, really, about taking supplements. And the reason why I'm talking about it as well is because at times, I mean, I love Facebook groups, and I'm in a few Facebook groups, and it's quite nice to be in them because other people are there going through what you're going through, and I don't tend to comment, so I'm not really a comment. I tend to just look at them and see what people are going through. And there are times where I think, oh, I'd like to comment here, but I don't tend to do that. I don't do that. But there are times when I feel that I should be doing it, and then I think, no, maybe not. Maybe I don't do that. Maybe this isn't the right place for me to be doing that. So at times I do flinch when I'm reading some of the posts that are on Facebook and a lot of these Facebook groups. Like I said, I do think they're fantastic. There's groups that I'm in for my autoimmune disease, Graves' disease, and there's a few for PCOS. I'm also battling with a spinal condition, and so there's another one that I'm in where they're dealing with a lot of issues to do with like muscular issues to do with the spine, and in particular because I used to suffer quite a lot with tinnitus, and that's because of the issue that I've got with my spine. And so it's very good like going in there and having a look, because other people are experiencing the same things that you're experiencing. And the beauty, and I've said this before, the beauty of these Facebook groups is that you can see that other people are going through what you're going through. And I was diagnosed with my first chronic condition 25 well it was in 1997, so yeah, it's about 25 years ago. I can't do the maths at the minute. And back then there's absolutely nothing. You're going through this thing on your own. I didn't even know what this thing was. I'd never heard of it before. And the same with the second condition that I'm diagnosed with. Like, I'd never heard of it until I was told what I've got. And so these days it's so nice that you've got these groups there as support. But like I said, what comes along with a lot of these groups is that people have tried things. So they've tried different vitamins and minerals and herbs, or different types of supplement brands and whatever else. And because they've tried those things, and yes, it's worked for them, they then recommend those things to other people. And the issue is that recommending things without really knowing what this person's medical history is. So it might be, yes, they're diagnosed with said disease, but do we know if they're diagnosed with other diseases? And if they're diagnosed with other diseases, it's most like they're taking medications for those things and then recommended all these different supplements. It's not really helping. It's not really helping, and it can cause huge issues. So I get a bit annoyed with people recommending these supplements like they're recommending sweets or recommending candy. It's very frivolous, really. Just saying, yes, just take this thing, and not really understanding what's going on with a particular person. And it's difficult to do that because obviously it's very general. So you're kind of generally recommending these things, but you really do need to be very careful. So supplements, vitamins, minerals, herbs, they're nutritional substances, and substances react. So the issues with this is that they cause interactions in the body. So an interaction is the effect of one thing on another. So for example, we're meeting people all the time, or we're experiencing things all the time, and depending on certain experiences, those experiences change your views of things. So we're always getting these impressions on the mind, and those impressions then shape who we are. Or it might be that we meet a certain person and we get by the things that they're saying, and it might be by the things that I'm saying not right now that causes a reaction. And so it's exactly the same thing when it comes to supplements. If you're taking these supplements, by taking them, you are causing reactions within the body. Some of them very good, but some of them can't. Sometimes they're not very good, and it depends on the person. Okay, so like I've said, my gripe really is about kind of people recommending these supplements, but also with people kind of popping these supplements with absolutely no concern. And it's really important that before taking a lot of these supplements, it is really important to do your research. So if it's not that you're not doing your own research, then you really do need to seek help from other people, from professionals. And I've been there where it can be very difficult to be getting recommendations from things from professionals. Like for me at the moment, I'm experiencing issues with my spine, and for quite some time I have been getting help, as in using therapies to help. And I've asked, can I continue to do this, that and the other? And their reply has been, I wouldn't do it. even though I felt that that thing has been helping me. So it is difficult because in your head, you've got in your head that, yes, this thing is helping me, but it possibly could cause issues. And if that is a fact, and if they've said, no, don't do it, question them. Why should I not take this supplement? What will happen if I take this? So, quiz people on why you can't take this particular supplement, but you do need to be extremely careful when it comes to supplements. So examples, so vitamin E and fish oils, they work in the body as blood thinners. So if you are on medications that are causing you to have, especially when it comes to circulation and heart disease, you might be on medications to thin the blood. So if you're taking medications to thin the blood and then you're taking supplements on top of that, which is thinning the blood even more so, that could cause issues with excessive bleeding. That's just one example. And with all these podcasts that I do, I also write as well. So I write a post as well about this. And so I decided just to go and research. I just put in Google vitamin B complex interactions, and then stumbled across a website called drug.com. And by just putting in vitamin B complex interactions, that website came up with a list of 17 drugs that could possibly be harmful if you're taking that with vitamin B complex. So do have to be really cautious if you are taking vitamins, minerals, herbs. If you are taking them and you are diagnosed with a disease, because it could be that particular vitamin, mineral, or herb, especially if they're taken at quite high doses, could cause an interaction with your disease generally, but it could cause an interaction with the medications that you're taking as well. All right. So I know it sounds like I'm ranting and I'm putting my finger down, but it's much better to be safe than sorry. So I just wanted to put that out there. So seek advice. So I'm I better tell you who I am. So if you've not heard me before, my name's Cheryl Best. I'm trained as a nutritional therapist. It's what people would call a nutritionist, and I'm also trained as a yoga teacher. So if you are going to get advice, maybe from other therapists, especially nutritional therapists, with like what I do, we are usually trained. So we are trained to recommend supplements based on your diagnosed disease. So we don't diagnose disease, but if you say you're diagnosed with XYZ, we do research, and we research about what supplements are safe to be taken with this disease or multiple diseases, because some people, like myself, we're not just diagnosed with one disease, we may have 2, 3, or 4 diseases. And so that then you have to look at all the other medications that you're taking for all of the diseases that you're diagnosed with. So just to be on the safe side, I would recommend that you do your research. Is this vitamin or mineral, is this safe to take this when you have XYZ disease, for one, and research if this supplement is safe to take with whatever medications that you're taking. Okay, right. So I'm just looking out for you, just looking out for you, because it would be horrible that you take this supplement and you probably feel fantastic, but then it might be that as time goes on, it might be causing other issues, and it's just better to be safe than sorry. It's just better just to get that advice. And like I said, I do understand, because it can be so frustrating going through all these symptoms every single day. It might be that you're going to your doctors or to a consultant. You don't feel like you're getting the answers that you should be getting. You might be given XYZ medications to take. Then you've got the whole host of symptoms with those medications that you're taking, and you just read up and somebody just mentions, try this thing, and you think, well, okay, let's go for it. Let's try it. But all I'm just saying is just to be cautious and just make sure that you're getting some advice, okay? Even if it's advice that you don't want, but just get that advice, okay? Just better to be safe than to be sorry. Right, so I will finish it up there. So you have a wonderful, wonderful day. And as always, I will be back on here very, very soon. You take care. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye.